Life is not a race. Finding your rhythm amid social pressure. Have you ever felt like you're falling behind? Like everyone else is moving so fast, getting promoted, building perfect relationships, posting one achievement after another, while you're still figuring things out? You start to wonder, am I too slow? Am I on the wrong path? But what if you're not behind at all? What if you're simply discovering your own rhythm? Life isn't a race. It's not about who gets there first. It's about who stays true to themselves along the way. We all have our own timing. We all walk our own path. This channel isn't here to push you to run faster. It's here to invite you to pause, breathe, reflect, and remember, even in a world full of pressure and noise, you have the right to move at your own pace. Because real growth doesn't come from rushing. It comes gently, but steadily. Welcome to the journey. Back to yourself. 1. Stop comparing. Start valuing yourself. In today's world of social media, comparison feels almost unavoidable. You see an old friend climbing the career ladder, a cousin getting married and starting a family, or influencers who seem to have it all together. And before you know it, you start questioning your own life. Why am I not there yet? Am I not trying hard enough? But here's the truth. Comparing yourself to others is a quiet trap. Everyone starts at a different point, with different stories, struggles, and circumstances, most of which we never truly see. We're only watching the highlight reel, not the full behind the scenes. When we constantly compare, we rob ourselves of the space to grow. We forget to celebrate our own journey, the small wins, the lessons, the progress we've made. Instead of looking outward, try looking inward. What have you overcome? What have you learned through your ups and downs? Stopping the comparisons doesn't mean stopping your growth. It simply means choosing to grow at your own pace, with peace, confidence, and self-respect. Number 2, redefining success on your own terms. What does success really mean? Many of us grow up with a preset definition: a prestigious job, a big house, a happy marriage, and recognition from others. But have you ever paused and asked yourself, is that really what success means to me? Success isn't always about big, flashy achievements. Sometimes, success is simply being able to stand back up after a tough season. It's finding a genuine smile after days of struggle. It's living in alignment with your values and dreams, even if they don't look impressive to the outside world. Defining success for yourself isn't selfish. It's an act of inner freedom. It's choosing to live by your truth, not society's expectations. The world may measure success with numbers, titles, or material things, but you have every right to measure it with peace, purpose, and being honest with who you truly are. Because at the end of the day, your life is your story, and you get to define what a successful chapter looks like. Number 3, learning to slow down without feeling left behind. In a world that's always rushing, always chasing the next thing, it's easy to feel like slowing down means falling behind. You see people moving fast, ticking off life goals, sharing every success online, and suddenly, your own pace feels too slow. But here's something important. Slowing down isn't the same as giving up. It's actually a powerful choice. Sometimes you need to pause, not because you're weak, but because you're wise. You're giving yourself space to breathe, to think, to reconnect with what really matters. Growth doesn't always happen in motion. It also happens in stillness, in quiet reflection, in rest, in being present. You don't have to move at the speed of others. Your life isn't on anyone else's clock. It's okay to take the scenic route, to walk instead of run, to choose depth over speed. Because the goal isn't just to get there fast, it's to arrive whole, grounded, and true to yourself. So slow down if you need to. You're not behind, you're just moving in your own rhythm. And that's more than enough. 4. Building healthy boundaries from social expectations. Every day, we're hit with expectations from every angle. Family, friends, society. Everyone seems to have a timeline for us. When we should finish school, get married, have kids, and check off the success list. But here's the thing. Living for someone else's expectations will drain you. The truth is, your life is yours to shape. No one else knows your journey, your dreams, or your timing. When we try to meet everyone else's standards, we often lose sight of what really matters to us. We start to feel like we're living someone else's version of happiness, not our own. Setting healthy boundaries isn't about being selfish. It's about self-care. It's about knowing when to say no to things that don't serve you and saying yes to what truly aligns with your heart. Boundaries protect your peace, your energy, and your mental health. Remember, you are allowed to live life on your own terms. It's okay to step off the beaten path and create your own version of happiness. By setting boundaries, you're saying, I value myself enough to protect my well-being. And that is a beautiful act of self-love. 5. Turning anxiety into meaningful action. Anxiety is something we all face at one point or another. It creeps in when we're unsure, when we feel unprepared, or when we worry about what could go wrong. And let's be honest, anxiety can feel overwhelming. It can make us freeze in place, question ourselves, and doubt our abilities. But here's a powerful shift. Anxiety doesn't have to paralyze you. Instead of letting it control you, use it as a signal to take action. Anxiety can be the energy that pushes you to make a plan, to reach out for help, to take the next step, even if it's small. Start by breaking down what's causing the anxiety. Is it the fear of failure? The fear of judgment? Once you name it, you take away its power. Then, channel that energy into something productive. Maybe it's making a call you've been avoiding, starting a project, or simply taking the first step towards something important to you. Anxiety doesn't go away by avoiding it. It fades when we face it head-on with small, meaningful actions. So let your anxiety fuel you. Let it guide you to take one step forward, and remember, you're stronger than you think. 6. Taking care of your mental health in a fast-paced world. We live in a world that moves at lightning speed, constantly demanding more, pushing us to do more, and keeping us busy at all times. In this rush, it's easy to forget about the one thing that needs your attention the most, your mental health. Taking care of your mind isn't a luxury, it's a necessity. When you don't prioritize your mental well-being, everything else suffers: your energy, your creativity, your relationships, and even your physical health. So, how do you take care of your mental health in a world that never stops? Start with small habits. Give yourself permission to rest, truly rest, without guilt. Set boundaries to protect your peace. And don't forget the power of simple moments. Taking a walk, breathing deeply, journaling, or just sitting in silence for a few minutes. Mental health isn't something you fix all at once. It's something you nurture every day. And just like physical health, it needs regular care to stay strong. Remember, it's okay to slow down. It's okay to take a break. You're doing better than you think. 7. Developing self-awareness. Through daily reflection. In the rush of everyday life, it's easy to get caught up in the noise, the work, the responsibilities, the endless to-do lists. But what if the key to personal growth wasn't in doing more, but in pausing to reflect on what you've already done? Self-awareness isn't something you magically have. It's something you develop over time through consistent reflection. By taking a few minutes each day to check in with yourself, you can gain valuable insights into your thoughts, your feelings, and your actions. It doesn't have to be complicated. It could be as simple as asking yourself, how did I feel today? What went well? What could I improve? Daily reflection helps you understand your patterns, your triggers, and your true desires. It gives you the clarity to make better decisions, to grow from mistakes, and to celebrate your progress, no matter how small. So take a moment each day, reflect, and get to know yourself better. Because the more you understand yourself, the more aligned your actions will be with your true purpose. 8. Choosing communities that uplift, not pressure. The people we surround ourselves with have a huge impact on our well-being. When you're constantly around people who are competitive, judgmental, or always focused on doing more, it can feel like there's always pressure to measure up, to be better, or to prove yourself. But the truth is, you deserve a community that supports you, not one that adds weight to your shoulders. Healthy communities celebrate your successes without jealousy, lift you up when you're down, and encourage you to grow without making you feel less than. Choosing the right people to surround yourself with isn't about avoiding challenges or different perspectives. It's about finding those who respect you for who you are, who cheer you on, and who want to see you succeed in your own way, at your own pace. Don't be afraid to let go of relationships that drain you or make you feel like you're always not enough. Instead, seek out those who help you believe in your potential and give you the space to be yourself, flaws, growth, and all. Your community can either help you rise or hold you back. Choose wisely and remember that it's okay to outgrow spaces that no longer serve you. 9. Appreciating the process, not just the outcome. In a world obsessed with results, we often forget one of the most important parts of any journey: the process. It's easy to focus solely on the destination, the promotion, the degree, the perfect life. But the truth is, the journey is where the magic happens. Every step you take, every challenge you face, every lesson you learn along the way, those moments shape who you become. Yet, too often, we're so fixated on the finish line that we overlook the value in the small, everyday moments. Appreciating the process means recognizing your growth in real time. It's about celebrating how far you've come, even if you haven't reached your ultimate goal yet. It's about understanding that success isn't just measured in the end result, but in the skills you've built, the resilience you've gained, and the person you're becoming along the way. So take a step back, slow down, and give yourself credit for all the hard work you're putting in. Remember, the journey is just as important, if not more so, than the destination. Chapter 10. Embracing the fact that life doesn't have to follow a common timeline. Have you ever looked at your friends or peers and thought, why haven't I achieved that yet? Maybe they've hit all the milestones you thought you were supposed to reach by now. Finishing school, getting a job, getting married, having kids. But here's something important to remember. There is no one-size-fits-all timeline for life. Just because others are hitting certain milestones doesn't mean you're behind. Everyone's journey is unique, and life doesn't follow a set path. It's okay to take your time, to explore different paths, to try new things, and to discover what truly makes you happy. Some of the most fulfilling journeys are the ones that don't fit into the standard timeline. The beauty of life is that we all have different starting points and different dreams. What matters is that you're living authentically and on your own terms, not rushing to meet someone else's idea of success. So let go of the pressure to conform to a timeline. Your story is yours to write, and it doesn't need to look like anyone else's. Conclusion: embracing your own journey. So what have we learned? Life isn't a race, and you don't have to follow anyone else's timeline. It's not about comparing yourself to others or ticking off society's boxes. True growth comes when you embrace your own pace, your own process, and your own definition of success. It's okay to slow down and take your time. It's okay to pause and reflect, to question what really matters to you, and to step off the beaten path when you need to. Remember, life is about learning to appreciate the small steps, the challenges, and the progress you're making along the way. Your journey is unique, and that's something to be proud of. So, choose the community that uplifts you, take care of your mental health, and most importantly, trust that the path you're on is your own. As long as you stay true to yourself, keep growing, and embrace the process, you're right where you need to be. Thank you for being here. Let's keep moving forward together at our own pace.